All right, well, we are now taking a look at processes, some of the processes that are involved in mixing with a DAW. So what are some of the things that you do when you're doing your mixing in a DAW, right? So this list is not in order, so you can start with anything basically, right? But we're going to start by, for example, balancing volume levels using mixer faders, balancing volume levels using mixer faders, right? So I'm using Cubase to demonstrate this tutorial. Right, so let me play this song and then you're going to hear how imperfect it is. It's not sounding good at all. So all it needs is just mixing. So normally after recording a song does not sound good at all. So all that it needs to sound perfect is mixing. So this is what we're going to look at. Right, as you can hear, the voice is not sounding perfect as well. Also, it's very weak. So the first thing that you can do is to try to raise it up using the volume faders. All right, balancing volume levels using faders. Right, so in Cubase, there are two ways that you can do it. You can either click on a channel and then fade up or fade down here, or you can go to the mixer using this shortcut, and then this is the highlighted channel, and you can balance the sound using these faders, right? So most people just prefer clicking and using the fader on the left side here. So for example, when I want to fade up this volume, I would do this. I'll click here, and then this fader, I will raise it up, and you're gonna hear it now sounding louder. Number one chick, let me be your number one chick. Right, that's balancing of volume levels. So what is the correct level that you're going to fade up to? It all depends with your ears. How do you feel the balance is between the instrumental and the vocal? So this is the instrumental and this is the vocal. All right, let's proceed. So that's the first thing that you can do when you're doing your mixing, right? And then the second thing is to process channels, or okay, let me start with adding pitch correct or auto tune, all right, because this voice is not good to work with. So I'm going to skip to number 4, then I'll come back to others later on. All right, so to add pitch correct, you need to know the key in which the beat or the song is made in. All right, so for this one, I know that the pitch is already E major. All right, so you go to your E, and on the inserts, this is where you add the effects. Click on an empty insert point and then choose pitch shift or pitch correct. Right, I'm going to start using pitch shift or pitch correct. It's a native plugin that comes already in Cubase. So if you don't have auto tune, for example, you can start with this one. It works perfectly as well. So pitch shift or pitch correct. Right, and then after this, if you want more auto tune, or if you want it to sound totally auto tuned, go all the way up to 100, for example, and then tolerance go down to 0. Right, and then transpose, leave it as it is. But when it comes to the scale source, you must choose major. All right, I'm going to choose major, and then I will close the pitch correct, and then also close this window, and then now I'll play the file. I'll play the audio. Number one chick, I don't wanna waste your time. Oh baby, boy, I know I can treat you right, fit you right. Right, it still sounds so imperfect. Your number one chick. Right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go back to my pitch correct, and then change it from major C to the correct major key that is supposed to be in. So if you find that C or C sharp is not working, go to the major key that the beat was made in. For example, I know already that this beat was made in the key of E major, so I'll click E, and then I raise again the speed to 100, and then some of the other things I'll leave as they are. All right, let me close this window, and also let me close this window. Right, let me go to this channel here. All right, that's my instrumental channel. So I just want to play both of these together. All right, the instrumental channel and the voice channel. So let me now hear from the start. There you can hear the difference now between the original voice without the auto-tune. It was like this. Number one chick, let me be your number one chick, yeah. And then with the pitch correct, it sounds like this. I don't wanna waste your time. Oh baby, boy, I know I can treat you right, fit you right. Let me be your number one chick, let me be your number one chick. Right, so where you see in blue, it shows where the pitch correct is trying to fix the voice. But some other points are still not properly tuned. Those are the ones that still show in yellow. They are the ones that are not properly tuned. Right, so if you don't want too much of auto-tune, then you can always reduce the speed here. All right, let me play from here. I don't wanna waste your time. Oh baby, boy, I know I can treat you right, fit you right. Let me be your number one. I'll play both of them together from the start. Right, I'm going to raise a little bit of the volume again on the fader here. All right, I'll leave it somewhere there. Let me be your number one chick, I don't wanna waste your time. Oh baby, boy, I know I can treat you right, treat you right. All right, so already you can hear the difference with just one plug-in. I just put one plug-in. That's the pitch shift or the pitch correct plug-in. Right. Moving on to the next thing, or some of the other things that you can do when you want to mix, is, for example, to use EQ to process your channels using EQ. So EQ will change the tone or the tones or the frequencies of your audio channel. Right. I'm going to use EQ on this channel. So to use it in Cubase, first of all, you can click on the E, and then here is the EQ. So just activate these buttons here. You're activating the, okay, let me close pitch correct. I don't need it now. Right, that's my EQ. Right, so always there's a rule, always cut off the lower frequencies. You don't really need the bass in a vocal, for example, so you can always cut it. You can always cut the bass and all right. And then always maybe just boost the high frequencies a little bit. All right, let me cut it up to here, and then I will listen to how it sounds. Number one chick, let me be your number one chick, I don't wanna waste your time, oh baby. Right, as you can already hear, the voice is a little bit sharper and also the low rumble is removed. That means it can sit well together with the instrument, right? That's EQ. Also, you can always experiment with some other EQs. I mean, even with other frequencies, for example, mid frequencies, you can just raise them up here. And some people they try to reduce the higher frequencies so that the voice won't have too much sibilance or too much sharp sounds, right? Let's proceed to another thing that you can do when you're doing your mixing, right? The other thing that you can do when you're doing your mixing is to use a compressor, right? So a compressor allows your voices or your channels to be more disciplined, right? So that they won't have too much high peaks and too much low peaks. So to get a compressor, again, you also go to the E, and then you come here and then click Dynamics and choose Compressor, right? So the compressor has threshold, ratio, and makeup gain. You need to activate makeup gain, all right? So it always starts with a threshold of -20, but you can always lower it down, right? Start from a low threshold, for example, -32, and then play back your audio. Right now, the compressor has also lowered the volume, so you can always use makeup gain here. So activate, and then you can now increase as you listen. So now, as you can hear, even if I'm increasing the volume, still the voice is disciplined. That means it's compressed. Even the high parts will not sound too much. You're number one chick. I know you love me, boy, and I love you too. You know it's true. That's right. Alright, that's the compressor. You can also experiment with higher ratios. For example, if it's a hip hop voice and maybe the person shouts too much, then you can also increase the ratio here, maybe to 3 or 2 or to 4 or to 5 even. So reverb normally needs a lot of compression to discipline the voices so that they won't become too loud, right? So I've used EQ, and I've used EQ here, and I've used pitch correct, and I've used compressor. Let's see for now what else we can add. So this is going to be in parts, right? What else can we add? Right, so another thing that you can add is reverb. So reverb gives your voice presence. For example, it reduces the dryness of a vocal. So reverb will put it in a certain environment and give it a little bit of echo or reverberation or reflection. Or you're gonna hear. Never use too much of reverb because your voice will end up sounding hollow. So to get reverb, you can just come here and click reverb, and then I will choose Roomworks SE. That's a plugin that comes already in Cubase. All right. If I play now, obviously it will sound too much hollow because the mix is on 40. All right. So always try to reduce the mix. Let's start with maybe the mix of 8. And then you can always increase the reverb time as well. Let's hear the reverb time, and I will mute the instrument so you can hear the change in the effect. Your number one chick, number one chick. Yeah. I don't wanna waste your time. Oh baby, boy, I know I can treat you right, treat you right. Let me be your number one chick, number one chick. Let me be your number one chick. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Number one chick, number one chick. Let me be your number one chick, number one chick. Yeah. Body language. Oh baby, better read up my body language, body language. I don't wanna waste your time. Oh baby, boy, I know I can treat you right, treat you right. Let me be your number one chick, number one chick. Let me right, you can hear already what Reverb does to our vocal channels. All right, we'll end here for now because the file, this video is becoming too big as far as megabytes are concerned, and then we'll continue with some of the other things that you can add to your mix in the next video. All right, thank you.